You will remind Dasharatha of the 2 boons, and here is what you will demand.
Chapter 5. And the winner is Manthara. Dasharatha was running frantically, trying to escape the monster chasing him. He ran through the familiar streets of Ayodhya, looking for a place to hide. Why were the streets empty? The silence was deafening, interspersed with shrieks of the angry monster. He stopped to knock at his minister's door, but suddenly a hand gripped his shoulder. He struggled to free himself. He flung his arms, and the moment he hit him, there was a crashing sound. Dasharatha was jolted back to reality. He was not on the streets, but in his royal bed. It was a dream. Unable to go back to sleep, he climbed out of his bed and paced across the room. A glance at the life-sized oval mirror revealed white hair close to his ears, as if whispering to him, "You are too old now. Step down from the throne." Yes, he thought, it was time to put an end to these nightmares. In the morning, he convened a special meeting of all those who mattered to him, his ministers, advisors, gurus, and family, those who loved him unconditionally and whom he loved in return. Once everyone arrived, he announced his decision. He was stepping down from the throne, and he wanted to appoint Rama as his heir. Was this acceptable to everyone? "Long live King Dasharatha!" boomed the entire courtroom, the people expressing their approval and joy. "We cannot think of anyone better than Rama to rule Ayodhya." Dasharatha felt a burden lift off his shoulders. Though he had their wholehearted support, he felt a lingering trace of fear in his heart. He even knew the source of that fear, but he didn't want to think about that now. He had to coronate Rama immediately, the very next day. All of Ayodhya erupted in celebration. Everyone loved Rama. He made them happy with his caring nature, his wisdom, his courage, and the various noble traits that he possessed. Sumantra, Dasharatha's right hand, had kicked off preparations for the coronation with the help of sage Vashishta. Meanwhile, Dasharatha went to meet Rama, his life and soul. 25 years had passed gazing at his precious gem. But it was never enough. Rama had an enchanting effect on everyone. He stole everyone's love and attention with his generosity and virtues. Dasharatha embraced Rama tightly and informed him about the unanimous decision of coronating him as king of Ayodhya. Rama noticed that although his father was excited, there was also a streak of anxiety on his face. What was he hiding? Dasharatha revealed his fears, the nightmares he had been seeing the last few days, and also the ill omen that meant he would either meet with an accident or death. Hence the emergency coronation. The ceremony would happen even though Bharat was away at his maternal home. Meanwhile, destiny was turning its wheels. Manthara, Kaikeyi's maid, had never liked Rama. When she learnt of his coronation, scheduled for the very next day, her heart skipped a beat. Her scheming mind wasted no time in plotting wicked plans to stop it. She scurried to Kaike's room to break the bad news. But to her horror, Kaike thought it was wonderful news. She even rewarded Manthara with an expensive necklace for being the bearer of such auspicious news. Manthara was flabbergasted. "Are you mad?" she screamed at Kaike. "Once he becomes king, his mother Kaushalya will be all-powerful, and your position will be that of their servant. Is that what you want?" Kaike was not convinced, but she chose to remain silent. Encouraged by her silence, Manthara continued to spew poison. "Oh, not just you. Even your son Bharat will be a servant of Rama, and Kaushalya. At least think about his future." Kaike loved Rama like her own son, but Manthara's wicked thoughts began to impact her, and soon she was agreeing with everything the evil woman had to say. "Oh, what should I do now, Manthara?" she asked for advice. Manthara was ready with the solution. "Remember the 2 boons the king gave you many years ago? It's time to encash them now," she declared in a sinister tone. Kaike was impressed with Manthara's memory. She herself had forgotten about the boons. You see, thousands of years ago, Dasharatha was in a battle, fighting on behalf of the demigods. He had nearly lost his life when his bold and beautiful charioteer, Kaike, saved the day for him. Displaying tremendous courage, she stuck her finger in the chariot wheel to ensure that it doesn't fall off, giving Dasharatha enough time to vanquish his enemy. Grateful for what she had done, Dasharatha offered her 2 boons. Kaike saved those boons for the future because she didn't need anything apart from what she already had. "You will remind Dasharatha of the 2 boons, and here is what you will demand. Your first boon will be that Bharat should be crowned the new king. And your second wish will be that Rama should leave the kingdom and go to the forest for 14 years. Manthara's eyes gleamed with delight. All was going as per plan. Kaike was under her control, willing to obey her orders. That night, when Dasharatha came to her palace, she asked for the boons, as instructed by Manthara. Dasharatha fell to the floor, writhing in pain. He begged her to change her mind. He was willing to make Bharat the king, but why sentence Rama to exile? Separated from his beloved Rama, he would surely die. But Kaike had become so hard-hearted that even the thought of her husband's death did not move her. She remained adamant. He was duty-bound to give her the 2 boons. After a night of pleading and begging, Dasharatha had no option but to call Rama for a meeting. He was in no condition to speak, so Kaike asked Rama to to leave the palace immediately. Rama was neither happy when he was given the throne, nor unhappy when it was taken away from him. He looked at this as an opportunity to live with sages in the forest and gain spiritual insight. However, Lakshman and Sita would not let him leave alone. Both of them demanded to accompany him. As Rama, Sita, and Lakshman prepared to leave for the forest, the entire kingdom of Ayodhya plunged into darkness. Life without Rama was unbearable. They too decided to leave with him. Not a single soul wanted to remain in Ayodhya. Bharat could be the king of a ghost kingdom. Rama bade farewell to his mother, father, friends, and well-wishers, and climbed into the chariot that would drop him to the outskirts of the kingdom. Following him was all of Ayodhya. Dasharatha ran after his son to stop him, but his weak legs could not carry him far, and he fell down in grief. His worst fears had come true. His Rama was leaving him again. Thus ends Chapter 5, and the winner is Manthara, from the Illustrated Ramayana for children. Good night, children. Sweet dreams of Lord Ram. Jai Shri Ram.